Hi, and welcome back to Timeless Decor, Crafts and More. Today's DIY tutorial, how to process your homegrown red peppers to use for your favorite recipes and toppings. Stick around and I'll be right back. Hi, thanks for sticking around. Before I begin with these instructions for these peppers, I want to stress to you, first and foremost, always, always, always use your gloves when processing these peppers. I can't tell you how important it is to wear gloves. At the end of this video, I'll show you what mine look like when I'm done. Now, these are the peppers that I grew in my garden last summer. I started them from seeds in the greenhouse and planted them into the garden when they were big enough. It's cool to know that you started these from seeds. I loved watching them grow and ripen. I picked the peppers as they ripened and strung them up to hang dry. A simple needle and thread is all you need. Pierce them right through the heads. I tied a button to the bottom of the string so they wouldn't fall off. Then place a string of peppers next to a window that gets good light. It makes a great pop of color in your kitchen for a while. Now, if you don't want these to wait for these peppers to naturally dry out, you can put the peppers in a traditional oven at about 100 or 110 degrees, but you need to keep the door open to allow the air to circulate, and it may take a few hours, like 12 to 18. Yeah, I let my hang dry naturally. It should take 4 to 6 weeks for them to dry thoroughly, but it's February now and the peppers have been hanging around for a few months and they are good and dry and ready to process. Now, I'm going to say again, always, always use your gloves when processing the peppers. Also, remember, you will be getting a lot of fumes from this processing. Do this outdoors or make sure you have proper ventilation and use a face mask. You won't believe how many fumes there are. Your sinuses will definitely be clear when you're done with this. Okay, now back to my processing. I put wax paper on the cabinet, or you can use aluminum foil to collect the seeds as they fall. I ended up with 2 strings of peppers this year. Start by cutting them off the string and just laying them out on whichever paper you use. Start by going through and sorting the bad peppers from the good ones. Some will spoil or turn brown as they dry. While doing this, pull the heads off the good peppers and place the good peppers in the pan. After you're done picking out the bad ones, go through your discard pile and pick out the big pieces. You'll have some seeds that you can still use. Pour those in the good pile. You'll have all the good, deheaded peppers. And I do want to let you know again about my public service announcement. Always wear your gloves. You do not want to do these peppers without gloves and proper ventilation. Now just crunch and crunch and crunch and crunch and crunch and crunch. When you think you've got them all crunched up, there might be some pieces in there that would be rubbery like, and they're larger pieces. Just pick them out and you won't have to deal with them. And when you finish, here's a nice looking bunch of peppers. I got 1 3/4 cups, and all I have to do now is put them in a pretty glass jar with a strainer lid, and I have fresh from the garden cayenne peppers for whatever I want to use it for. And here are my gloves that I promised to show you. Now, you have to make sure you take these off inside out so that way you still won't get any on your skin. But just think, if there was this much red on my gloves, how much red peppers would be on your eyes or your lips, anywhere that you touch. The residue is going to be left there on your hands. So I just want to say, make sure you use them gloves. I appreciate you coming by to visit with me today. And don't forget, if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, like my page, subscribe to my channel, and share me with your friends. Thanks, and have a great day.